guys, it's your girl Shavonne. Thank you for tuning in to my channel, Bohemian Soul. As always, much love and appreciation. For those who are following, love y'all. If you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to me if you would like. Hit the notification bell as well so you can be notified whenever I make new videos. I also have a podcast called Bohemian Soul, which you can find me on any podcasting, streaming, or I think there's also Spotify. You can find me pretty much wherever. Just look me up, Bohemian Soul. You'll be able to find it. I hope everyone's night is going well. And also, shout out to all my Sagittariuses. It is officially Sagittarius season. Your girl is a Sagittarius. Yes, I am. December 18th, just in case you want to send anything to me. I always link my Cash App and also my Venmo and everything, yo. Send your girl some love if you are feeling the spirit, because I will appreciate it. We also are heading back into lockdown again, which, I mean, we expected that. We knew that was coming. So I think that, honestly, I feel like I feel a lot more comfortable with everything that's happening in the world now than I was back in March, because I felt like in March I was just like, yo, I don't know. I felt so like all over the place, yo. Everyone kept on blowing up my phone on some, yo, Shavonne, I don't know what's going on. Da-da-da. Everyone was just like intense. So, I feel like we've been thugging it out for like the past 8 months or so. And you know what? We just gonna have to continue to thug it out until this is better, I guess. I don't know. I am focusing my energy on just being creative and trying to be grounded. Like, I keep spending my time mostly in parks, even though it's cold outside. Like, I just bundle up and I chill, because I live right by, like a big park that's just like open space and has like the river and all of that stuff. So I've been doing a lot of that, meditating, you name it, just try to keep yourself focused and grounded. And that's all we can do, honestly. So this podcast episode and YouTube episode, I really wanted to talk about the fact that I feel like we all, for the most part, we all just want something that we can't have. So I'm about to tell you about an experience that I had actually today that was just like mad annoying and mad crazy, but welcome to the world of being a woman. So I was outside, right? Because like I said, I be spending a lot of time chilling in the parks or whatever. So I was outside chilling in the park, and then I left and I was walking along like this little highway area that I head back to when I'm going back to my place or whatever. And I'm just chilling, having the time of my life, like listening to my music, taking pictures of all the scenery around me, just chilling or whatever. And as I was walking by, there was this guy that passed. Now, I've seen this dude before. He's a regular in my neighborhood. I don't really see him that often, but when I do, like, I get super annoyed because he's mad creepy. Like, and it's crazy because he's not like an ugly dude or anything like that, but it's just the way, like, his energy, the way he presents himself is just like, yo, like, chill out. So I ain't seen him since the summertime. And so he sees me and he's saying something, but I got my headphones on. I'm like, I'm not, once I'm outside with my headphones, I'm not trying to be bothered. I don't want to hear what you have to say. Like, I'm just trying to like enjoy my time to myself, So he's like trying to get my attention as like we're walking by each other, and I'm like not paying him no mind at all. I'm like, whatever. Like, dude, you've been trying to talk to me since the summertime, and I was not giving you any attention then. I'm not about to give you any attention now. I don't understand what else I got to do to make you like realize that, like, yo, I'm good. So anyways, I'm walking back up and I'm like literally across the street from where my building is at. And so I'm chilling at the light, waiting for the light to change or whatever. I look to my right and boom, here goes dude. Now, mind you, back there, he was walking. I don't know if he had just came off the bus or whatever, because he had like a luggage with him and all of that. So now he's right next to me in his car. Like, I left this dude like 10 minutes back. That means that he went in his house to go put his stuff down, to go get his car to come chase me and find out where I'm at. So I'm like, yo, you kidding me? So he's on some, I don't know what he's saying. I still got my headphones in. I'm not trying to, again, I'm not trying to hear what you have to say. Like, you're crazy and I'm good. So I look at him and I'm just like, oh my God. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to go to my door. I'm just going to make a whole beeline and take a whole nother route. Take the long way. Because I knew that if I went up the other block, it's like a one way. So he couldn't come up the block. So I was hoping that I was going to go up that block. And when I circle all the way back around to my way, that he be gone. First of all, the fact that I have to do all of that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why do I have to go through all of that just to, you know what I'm saying? Like, go to my house. Like, I feel so unsafe that, like, I don't want to go to my door because I don't even want him to know where I live. But then I thought about it halfway and I was like, yo, he probably already know where I live anyways, because he's from the neighborhood. And the fact that he knew exactly where to, like, drive to pull up alongside me. But I was like, still, just in case he wasn't sure which door I was at, I was like, let me just go ahead and take this detour. So I took a detour and I'm coming back down. As soon as I'm coming down my block, boom, here he comes driving up. And I'm like, yo, I need to get me a taser. I already got some mace. I will never leave my crib, but I have my mace in my bag. But I need to get me a taser. I don't care if it's illegal or not. That's how I feel. I was like, yo, because at the end of the day, especially in this day and time, it's too much crazies. Like, it's too many crazies out here. Like, I'm not even about to wait. I'm not about to wait for nobody to rescue me and save me. Nah, I'm going to tase your ass because I'm not playing games with nobody. Also, just in case, I made this video so y'all could be like, oh yeah, there was a dude in my neighborhood. Like, it's not even funny. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, so I was like, yo, what the fuck, bro? And oh my God, I didn't mean to curse like that, but forgive me. Anyways, so he continues to drive up. Now I'm watching to make, so there's also like a bunch of guys that live in my neighborhood. Like, and even though I don't really talk to them like that, like they still kind of look out for me. So I was like, I purposely walked down that way just in case he was going to do what he did. So I could be like, yo, what the, make a scene in front of the guys, because they would have had my back. But he kept on going though. So I was like, all right, you know what? Next time if he does that, like, I'm really going to have to like make a scene or something. Because I need him to know that, like, yo, it's not going down. I don't want anything to do with you. I try to be polite about it. Now, like, you're crossing a line. Like, you're really acting like a fucking crazy person, you know? Whatever. I get into my building safe. Like, but I'm still like in my crib paranoid. Like, oh my God, what if he like knows what floor I live? You know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't have to feel like that, but whatever. I say all of this to say that, you know, I've always had a body. You know what I'm saying? Like, ever since, even when I was young, I've always been like fit, slim, thick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always had like thick thighs, a butt, all of that, even from a young age, you know? And, you know, it doesn't matter what I'm wearing, first off. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, well, maybe, no. And number two, we need to stop doing that. We need to stop over-sexualizing women or making it seem that the clothes that they have on, because at the end of the day, when you have curves and you got like shape, like you can, it don't matter what you put on, you can't hide any of that. So that's BS. And we need to stop making women feel uncomfortable about their bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to end that. But I also have always had a lot of females be like, girl, oh my God, I wish I had your butt. Like, I wish I had your shape. Like, oh my God, if I had your shape or if I had this, I would be this, that, the third. Like, I've heard this countless numbers of times, you know, from ever since I can remember, you know, especially like starting from my high school days. That's when like my puberty like really hit. Like, it was just like boom, boom, boom for real, you know? And I be sitting there like listening to these girls like, oh, matter of fact, I had this said to me the other day, and I told old girl, I was like, no, you don't. I was like, yo, y'all, I was like, you know, as people, we always think we want what we don't have. I'm like, yo, you do not, like, first of all, women get harassed in general. It's not even just about having a shape. Dudes are just like, they feel so entitled to just do whatever they think that they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's that. But however, like, having like a body for real, like having like thick thighs, a fat ass, you know, like all of that stuff, like it really emphasizes it and makes it so much worse. Like, I have to pick and choose my battles when I'm walking down the street. Like, do I curse this man out or should I just keep going, you know? Like some days, like I really just go into like crazy mode and I really have to go in on these dudes, like, because it's so uncomfortable, like, to walk that, like, yo, people don't understand. You know, I was having this conversation with one of my good friends. Shout out to Betty if you are watching or listening. And I told her, I was like, you know, you're the first friend that I've ever had that has had a similar body type to me. Like, I literally have never had a friend, a female friend, that has like similar like features as I do. So, you know, sometimes having this conversation with my friends where I'm like, yo, like, it's so annoying being harassed walking down the street and da 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 da. And like, and you know, they get it, but then it's also like they don't really get it. Cause in the back of it, they're still on some like, I still wish I had your body, you know? It's still like a little bit of that. So having this conversation with my friend, and you know, she truly understands where I'm coming from and how I feel, you know. It's like so refreshing, but you know, and we go through a lot of the similar things where it's just being like completely harassed. Do I want to turn this music on? Oh, I like this song. Okay. But yeah, and it's just like, yeah, we have similar experiences, and I'm like, yo, people really don't understand. Like, you feel like, okay, so a good example, I don't know if you guys know or remember, like, in history, Sarah Barton, the black lady that was a slave that was captured in Africa and shipped over to Europe, that had, like, you know, curvaceous features, like really just like, you know, like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was stacked. But yeah, they, you know, she was out in Europe and they treated her like she was a circus freak, you know, putting her on display like she was some sort of a freaking animal, and then sexually abusing her. Like, no lie, I literally feel like that every time I step outside. Like, that's how I feel, honest to God. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I'll be walking by and guys be like hollering at their friends from up the block, trying to get their attention to look at me as I'm passing by. Like, I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, yo, like, I'm just a circus freak or something. Like, honest to God, that's really how I feel at night. So when I sit down and I listen to girls talk about, oh, you know, whatever, like, I wish this, I wish that. Like, girl, you should be happy. Like, I'm like, yo, first of all, please don't tell me what I should be happy about, okay? Like, if anything, let me be happy that I'm alive. Let me be happy that, you know, like, I got my health and strength. Not that I got a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't know. I feel like I have so many image issues with my body where, for me, I don't care if people like are like in awe or in love with the way I look. You know, for a long time, I'm gonna just be honest, like, I really have not. I'm always in the mirror like, how can I get this to look like this? How can I get this to slim down? Like, it's never like, I'm never satisfied. Like, and I go through, like, my weight fluctuates a lot. Like, sometimes I go from really thick to really thin. Like, it just fluctuates a lot. It's hard to like even keep it stable, and like, I associate it with a lot of like my own subconscious thoughts, you know what I'm saying, where it's just like, I don't even feel like I'm in control of the way I look, you know? And people always like, that doesn't mean, I don't get that. Like, girl, you look, yeah, but you know, when you've been treated a certain way your entire life, like, oh, that's what I brought up my friend about. Like, we had a conversation about the fact that, you know, we're both single, you know, like, and it's not that I don't want to be in like a loving relationship, but I just feel like, yo, I don't even know if I could like mentally trust a dude to like even care about what I got going on inside my head versus what I got going on between my legs or whatever, you know, because like we have similar things where it's like, you meet a guy and it's just like, damn, like, you know, the whole time they just staring you down or talking about this and that, but not the physical, like, you know what I'm saying, but nothing about what's going on here. And like, that shit makes you feel paranoid, yo, because you feel like, yo, I'm never gonna be somebody that actually cares about what I have to say. And a lot of the guys, you know, like, aesthetically, they like me, and then when they get to know me, they be like, damn, like, you really different. I don't even know if I could deal with you. I get that all the time. And it's like, well, and I understand that when we first meet people, like, it's a visual thing, you know, we see each other, but at some point you got to be able to like get past that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but a lot of people don't. So, you know, it not that it makes me insecure, that's not the word. It's like, I don't even know if self-conscious is the word, but it definitely makes me super aware. It makes me super like uncomfortable, you know? But yeah, like, and this can apply to like so many different aspects in life. Like we all just think that, oh, I want to be tall, or I want to be short, or I want to have like these features, or I want to have colored eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and society makes it so hard to just be okay with who you are, you know? Like, it makes it so hard because there's so much judgment. There's so many conditions, yo. Nothing is just what it seems, you know? And I think that, like, especially in a time where, like, everything is, like, beginning to change, we need to collectively, like, focus in on that as well. I think that's something important to understand. Like, we need to get to a point where we are okay with what we have. You know, I hear a lot of guys complain about women getting their bodies done, or women complain about men, you know, doing whatever it is that they do, you know? And I'm like, well, why do you think? Like, people don't just wake up and be like, oh, you know, I want to change this naturally. I mean, if they do, then I mean, I get that, that's cool too. But like, it's so much pressure to like, to be who you actually are, you know, in the physical sense, in the mental sense, in the emotional sense. And I think we need to start to move to a point where, yo, live and let live. That's one of my favorite quotes. Live and let live, you know? Because I feel like there'd be so much less secrecy, so much less drama, so much less whatever, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Be you, want to be you, okay? Be happy with the skin that you're in, you know? Easier said than done, because I still struggle to this day, you know? And I'm working on that, though, because I really just want to get to a point where I'm just like, yo, I'm so confident in who I am that, yo, nothing could shake my foundation, you know? But it's a lot of, like, rewiring that has to happen in my brain, you know, in order for that to happen. And I'm aware of that, and I'm moving towards that, you know what I'm saying? And I pray that anybody else that struggles with the way they look, or the way they think, or what they have or what they don't have, can get to that point as well. Because, yo, I feel like one of the biggest thieves in life is comparison, and wishing that you had what you didn't, yo. And, you know, sometimes we see people's lives on social media, you think it's like the best ever, and it's really not, you know? But yeah, that's my little bit for today. I hope that resonated with someone. I hope that, you know, that might have made someone think about whatever. But yeah, hit me up if you have any questions. Let me know if there's any topics that you would like for me to talk about or you want to hear about. I'm always open for suggestions. And thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great